Whoa now everybody, I am your host Lambo Drew and you are now tuned in to another edition of The Leverage Show. You guys do not want to miss this. I'm telling y'all what, it has been hot all week long and we are coming with the closer today, man. And especially because it's Lambo Drew celebrating his birthday, baby. We up, man. My guy, man, you already know Roaring Roger is in the building, aka Mean Love 111, baby. We are excited that he is definitely on this Finest Fridays Live with Lambo. Excited to continuously to see the growth, to see the community, to see the movement of CIA, man. I'm telling y'all what, this has been amazing, and we're going to continue to keep this thing moving forward. I'm excited today. You guys don't understand. We literally had a heck of a week. Tuesday night, oh my goodness. We had, man, my guy, man, who really came on here and did his thing Tuesday night, who was the lead off of the CIA movement, man. Shout out to my guy, Yosugi! Booyah, baby. He came out blazing on Tuesday night. And if you missed that episode, please go back and catch the replay. I'm telling you what, a lot of great information, a lot of great wisdom, but also just hearing the genuine heart, man, of one of the leaders. And I got a chance to meet him and my next guest, right, in a room a week ago here at East Den 2024. And I'm telling you what, it was amazing of watching those two gentlemen in a room, being able to go back and forth with Lambo and pour into Lambo's life. So being able to see what my guy did Tuesday and then what Joe did last night, man, my guy Vado, oh my gosh, if you guys missed that, you guys definitely missed a treat, right? Vado was the one who hooked us all up together to be able to start this movement that we are definitely adopting as CIA Week, baby. And that is where the Leverage Show has came with so much information, so much influence, so much knowledge, man, on here about this amazing project. And Joe shared and opened up with us, man, on a car ride last night. Shout out to Joe, not making any excuses, right? On a car ride, man, heading to go meet with company. And he did his thing. My guy, man, I mean, really kind of opened up and blossomed up what was going on in the blueprint and where he's seeing it going. But today on this show, we actually have the closer of this. He's going to be the arsonist that literally finished wiping out everything of all you doubters out there who are doubting CIA, baby. He is the one and only, man, Roaring Roger. Mean Love, welcome to the show, baby. What's up, man?
What's going on, Lambo? Thanks for having me on.
Man,
ready to kick this baby off?
Baby, we are kicking this thing off, man, and we are doing this right. The chats are already lit. Look at this, man. They already lit. They're already showing love. Big, huge announcement. I see you, Bright Highlight Kings. I see you, Crypto Perez, Cutie P, man. Thank you for the birthday love, Cutie P, man. Appreciate you. Here we go, man. Gee, man, they in the building. Huge news coming. You guys better be out on the lookout. Let's break it. Come on now. Send this project to the building. The chats are going crazy. My wife is in the building showing love, man. You know you got to show love to the wifey, Roy. Come on, baby. You already know. Thank you guys, everyone. I see y'all in the chats. Y'all are working hard, man. I see y'all. Look. The chat is lit, man. Shout out to my mother-in-law. Everybody is lit in here. The CIA community is in here on Friday, and they are going in. Shout out to each and every single one of y'all. Roger, we really want to thank you, my friend, for you coming on this show today.
I want to thank you for hosting it on your birthday.
Well,
Happy birthday.
I wouldn't have it any other way, right? Lambo gonna stick around winners. I'm gonna stick around winners. right? And I know for a fact CIA.com is winning, baby. And
Oh
I
yeah.
want to thank you because a week ago, it was me and you in a room with my guy, Michael. We call him, everybody call him, Yo, Snooki, baby. We were in a room Saturday night, literally 7 days ago, here in Denver, in East End. And I'm telling you what you guys went on ahead and blessed my life with and was able to pour into me with was so much of amazing wisdom and amazing knowledge of an amazing project that would be life-changing.
Yes.
Roger, let's talk about this, man. How did you get into this journey and how did you get into all of this development in crypto? And let the people know your background, because when you explained to me that night, it was like, hey, Lambo, this ain't my first rodeo. I've seen many other projects like that, but I'm going to tell you why this is different.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back and try not to go into too much detail, but I studied mechanical engineering at Michigan State University, so that kind of started my journey. And then I went from there to working a few engineering jobs, and then I got into the world of DeFi, and that really started with me going to a site called CoinMarketCap and seeing a list of tokens that I did not see on Coinbase. Like, there's a lot of things that you can buy that are not yet on these big exchanges. And I didn't know that. So I started studying, like, all right, how is this thing up 1,000%? What's really going on here? And then I discovered, that the Ethereum network allows anybody to launch a project. Wow. And from there, I bought into quite a few things. One of the first projects I bought into was Shiba Inu token. And as you guys know, that project is sitting at like 25 billion right now. I turned a couple $100 into 12 grand and thought I was the greatest trader in the world. Had I held on to that, I would have made millions on that project. So that created kind of the DeFi addiction that I have today. And, from there, I invested in quite a few other projects and lost my money on almost every single one of them, because it is really a 1 in 1,000 type of thing where you invest in a project early and it actually works out. So you have to learn to do a lot of research. You have to learn to, pick your winners and accept your losers. So my biggest problem with investing in most of these projects, and the majority of the reason I was losing, had to do with development teams. They didn't really care to keep the project going if it didn't work out within, let's say, a 1 week period. So then I decided I'm going to take DeFi on by myself. I'm going to start developing my own projects. I had a lot of successes. I've had projects go to 350 million. I've had some failures. I've had projects only go to a few million, and the market decided ultimately that those projects were not meant to be. But I never gave up on any of those projects. I learned from each of those failures. One of the things I've really learned in this market is you have to trust early on the people that are buying up the supply. And that is my biggest takeaway in the success of this project. Every single person that holds a large portion of the supply is somebody that's doxed to me, is somebody that I know, and is somebody that has repercussions of hurting such a incredible project and an incredible domain, CIA.com, basically, partnered with the founder of HostGator. So this project's an entirely different beast. But yeah, that's how I got into it.
Dude, you get that Lambo Bell, man. I mean, listen, you don't know, man, what that means, man. Shout out to my guy Jay Ford. I just seen you come on. When I look at people and I said, man, the background of how you got on, you was like, no, I got in pretty early. I seen this DeFi, and I was like, I can do that. The thing about it is though, Roger, a lot of people, when they get into crypto, it's still so new, right, to so many people. And they're still trying to figure it out. When you're actually looking at getting into a project, and we talk about some of those winners and some of those losers that you actually had, what could you tell some people, man, that are out there, why CIA is such a winner to compare to some of those losers that you actually got into?
Yeah, so the biggest issue with some of my losers, so to say, is in the past, I really did not know who was buying into my project when it was sub 500K market cap. And when these anonymous people buy into your project prior to these market caps, they can do anything they want with a large amount of the total supply. And, if they're only in it for a 20x or a 50x or whatever, that's where they make their exit. And guess what? These people are anonymous. So everybody automatically correlates that type of selling with the team, even though we all know that's not true. So what I really had to do with CIA, and this is the very first project we ever did it with, we had to launch it in a custom fashion. Basically, we had 2 phases to the launch. There was the whitelist phase, and then there was the public phase. In the whitelist phase, using a custom Solidity contract, we were able to allow only specific wallets that we chose from either trading experience, somebody might have referred them to me, or somebody that we already trust and know in real life. So we went through and whitelisted all these wallets, and they were able to buy one by one by one. It's literally a manual process of me entering their wallet address into the smart contract so that they have permission to buy. And at the end of the entire whitelist phase, there were a total of 70 people, all of whom we believed we could trust. Now, that's the funny thing about this world, right? Money changes people. It 100% changes people. So one security that we put into the smart contract so that we didn't have to 100% trust all of these individuals is that they can only sell up to 1/10 of their wallet in a 24-hour period. Now, the thing is, everybody in our, what we call founding father group, also known as everybody that bought in to the whitelist phase, we all agreed that we were not going to sell at all. We all want to see what this project can do. We're not here to cash out 30, 40, 50 grand. We're here to let this thing run a long-term, successful, multi-year campaign of growth. And what happened was, we really went from about 70 people down to about, 55. So we lost a good 15 people in that process. They were selling 1/10 of their wallet. And what's crazy is this started at a 5 mil market cap. So people were selling 1/10 of their wallet for 5 grand, and at 10 mil, 10 grand, at 20 mil, 20 grand, all the way up to 50 mil, where they were selling 1/10 of their wallet for 50 grand. Okay, that's not the greatest look in the world, right? Some of the founding fathers are actually willing to lose 90% of their wallet and sacrifice that bag just to get a 5-figure payout. So what we did was we went back to the founding fathers, and a lot of them in the group were like, let's not move forward like this anymore. There's obviously one flaw to this contract that I could admit, is that we could have lowered the percentage that they were able to sell in a 24-hour period. Instead of it being 1/10 of their wallet, it should have been 1/100th. That way they are only making away with, a very small percentage of the total value of their wallet, because they all agreed to be here long-term, hence the term founding father. So what we did and agreed as the founding father group, blacklist all founding father wallets, blacklist all team wallets, make this the safest project in DeFi, where anybody that got in on the ground floor is not harming the project for the longevity and preventing any growth and preventing the growth from happening. So now all of us are blacklisted. That, basically totals to 80% of the supply is untouchable. And what we've agreed on is at 100 million market cap, we are going to make a custom decentralized application. The smart contracts are already created. They're already being sent to the auditing contractors that we're hiring. So all these contracts need to be audited, and there will be a front and center application for anybody that got in early to be able to sell up to $1,000 daily. Now, that's huge, because most projects get to, let's say, 100 million, or let's say 200 million. And the people that got in super early are dropping $50,000, $100,000 sells on the chart. And, usually the community is much bigger at this point, 5,000, 10,000 holders. And at that point, you can kind of absorb some sell pressure. But what's crazy to think about is where they have a full circulating supply, 100% that can sell any amount at these levels, we won't. We'll have about 1/10 of the total sell pressure that a normal project will have in the hundreds of millions in market caps. So that promotes longevity and long-term growth of this project. Having that less of sell pressure is going to make this much more attractive to retail. Retail wants to be early to stuff. They don't want to be used as exit liquidity. And when it comes to a project like this, I think the question everybody here is asking is, tell me why I'm early to your project. Well, you're early because majority of the supply is locked up until 100 million. And even at 100 million, the most sell pressure that you will see from the Founding Father Group would be a total of $60,000 in volume a day. And when a project gets to 100 million, you're looking at, 2 to 3 million in volume daily. At minimum, a couple million in volume weekly when you get to those levels, because that's where the big whales and the dolphins, start swimming in our water. So another reason you're early, let me answer your question again. Everybody wonders, how did somebody buy $17 worth of Pepe and turn it into, $20 million? You have to buy these projects before they get on decentralized exchanges. I hate to say it, but if you're buying by the time something is listed on Coinbase, you are in fact late. It might pump a couple 100% from there, but you're buying after millions of people already purchased it starting from day one on Uniswap. And that goes for tokens, but it also goes for blockchains. There's a lot of blockchains out there that you can go and mine right now that are not yet listed on these exchanges. So if you are looking to answer the question to yourself, how do I get in early to these projects? You need to buy before it's on exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin. You can even front run our exchange listing. I guess I'm not going to say it yet, but you can front run all these exchange listings, and that's how you get in early. You pick safe projects with docs teams that are offering something more than your typical project and are actually have a roadmap to ensure that they get on these exchanges. And that is how you front run crypto and get into things early.
Raj. Shout out to you. I told y'all are in for a treat today with Roger, because he's definitely going to bring the heat, man, here, man, on the Leverage Show. I think there's so many people, right? And you answered the question just amazing. I think there's so many people, Roger, when they're looking at this, when they're saying, okay, so we heard what you said. We really want to know, should we, kind of go cautious into this, or should we kind of go all into this one? What makes this one that maybe they should go on ahead and probably leverage just a little bit more heavily into, because this project is set to really go in your eyes?
Yeah. So in my eyes, all the Founding Fathers, all the team have brought in their, friends and family. Typically when you launch a startup, if it wasn't in the Web3 world, you would go with what's called the friends and family round. And in real life startups, people are not afraid to do that because they believe in the value of what it is they're providing in their product, in their software, in whatever it may be. And for the first time in any project I've ever launched, and I'm going to go back to this just one time, in the past, I didn't really trust to bring in friends and family because I did not know who was holding the floor and who got majority of the supply. In this project, it's almost being run in that same sense like a startup. We did our friends and family rounds. We got in and onboarded all of our family. I brought in my father, my uncles, my mom gave me a huge list of people that I sat down one day and called, helped them set up wallets, helped them purchase. Everybody in the Founding Father Group did just that. So when you're looking to commitment in a Web3 project, I would say maybe 1 in 100,000 projects, people are bringing in, the developers and team are bringing in their family. And that just never happens in Web3 because most of the time somebody's launching some type of project that's just some gimmick and they don't actually believe in what it is they're launching. They're just trying to take and capitalize on the market hype. So for once in crypto, in that very rare circumstance, you were seeing, it being run almost like a startup. You had the friends and family round. And you also have massive backing. It's not just little guys that are getting into this. We have the founder of HostGator, who we partnered with on this domain, CIA.com, who has invested, $250,000 into this project, who gave us access to his CTO, Chief Technical Officer, for anybody that didn't know that, but gave us access to him. And he is helping us develop, different, technical aspects of this project. Like if you go to the main website right now, CIA.com, and you go into that search bar and search for your email, whatever it may be, that web browser is actually, or that domain email browser is actually run by AI. If your requested email, like, Roger@CIA.com is not available, It'll actually run an API call back to ChatGPT and pull up a list of similar emails that might be available if yours is not available. So we have access to a CTO who's working on massive projects for the founder of HostGator and many other projects that he's working on. And he's basically working, with us at an insane pace. So you're also, when it comes to this project, you're front running a lot of things. I don't know if I want to give the full alpha yet, but you're front running all of our future exchange listings. You're front running, as soon as we put the email marketplace out there, and the email marketplace allows people to buy and sell the emails that they acquired. If I could go to Gmail and buy roger@gmail.com, how many Rogers are there in the world? Somebody would purchase it. In a world of 8 billion people, there might be 10 million people, or let's just say there's probably around 10 million people that are going to buy their emails so that they can have an exclusive identity and be a part of this project. That's our goal. 10 million emails. If we sell just 1 million of these, that's $200 million in buy pressure to our chart. Multiply that by an exponent of 10. That's 200 or $2 billion in buy pressure to our chart. But it doesn't stop there. The emails offer additional utility that's being developed. The crypto tax wallet that Yasuki spoke on. The CIA Crypto Intelligence Agency platform where developers can go in and showcase their project after we evaluate it as safe. So we're going to have a competitor to CoinGecko and CMC. So you're front running all the developments in the project. And if you get in now and you buy a big bag, go search on our website for the top emails that are available, because there's a lot of common names that are still available that will sell in the future for, an increased tab or a higher markup per se. So, and people will say, well, $200 is a lot for an email. This is the first time in human history where you can go and buy an exclusive email on a valuable domain. This would not make sense if you just made up some random 10-letter domain and started selling emails off of it. You're getting an exclusive email to CIA.com. You get to be part of it. You get to mint your exclusive identity by purchasing it with the CIA token. And you get access to our group chats, the Discord that we are that will launch next week. You get access to, our crypto wallet. You get access to, basically any educational question you might have in regards to the project or in regards to crypto itself. Somebody in the group chat will help you out. In the future, we're going to have most likely an alpha group. As this thing's more developed and more people are discussing crypto, a group chat where people can discuss what projects are safe right now to go into. So you get access to all that. And if you buy the project today and you're looking to go in, a reason you might want to go in a little heavier, Doc's team, you're front running the exchanges, you're front running a lot of the developments. You can go purchase the emails. And if, let's say, maybe you look at it as $200 an email right now. But if you buy now and the project does a 4X, you're getting an 80% discount on that email because your tokens will 4X in value. So if you were considering holding off to buy an email, do it at 100 mil market cap, you're getting it for a discount because the increase in value of your tokens would really make it as if you're paying 25% of that cost at this current market cap. So that's why you would want to go all in right now. We have a huge exchange listing coming next week. We have a huge AMA on Sunday in a group chat where there's 120,000 subscribers that are all going to hear about this project. So we're just getting started.
If this is not enough for you guys to buy, I'm telling you what, you want to be definitely tapped in to buy. We are taking CIA to the moon after what you just went and explained. I mean, Roger, you laid this thing out and was dropping gems and bombs the whole way, man. Shout out to Roaring Roger, baby.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give them my perspective and what a lot of the community that has been here from day one, what they're seeing, why they see it as valuable. So I think that's extremely important. For those that already bought the mail, go buy some more tokens if you want to speculate on the price. When you buy this coin, I really thought about this the other day when we met up. When you buy this token and you're looking to speculate on the price, you're betting on the fact that more people will buy emails. Well, guess what? More people are buying emails every single day. So the speculation is there.
Wow. I love it. Roger's answering that. Alpha bombs. I love it. Keep the chance going. I need more CIA. Go get it. Go get it. Roger, you did already heard it. You heard him say it out of his mouth. Go buy more. You understand? Everyone has a chance to front run before millions come in. Yes. I'm telling you, this thing is insane. Wow, CIA. What a name. What a narrative. What a contract. What a utility. This is likely the crypto Gmail. Oh, snap. Health first, coming with a little heat outside of the full market. I like that. Sending all the hearts. Yes, shout out to your bear skis. Sending all the hearts. Let's go ahead and address some things real quick. We do got to address one thing, Roger, right? They had some guy in the chat, and I know the CIA community told me to kick him out. You probably didn't see it, or you probably did see it.
I know exactly who it was. It was Pete.
Okay, let's go ahead and address these haters. Let's clear this table, because this is what we do on the Leverage Show, man.
Yes, so Pete was unfortunately almost a part of the team at one point.
Okay.
And he was working with us, but he made up this elaborate story. He dumped all his tokens. He made up this elaborate story that his wife hacked his phone, which, we all know isn't true. Mm-hmm. His wife didn't hack his phone. He said he had a police report and all this stuff, and none of it ever happened. And we, some people kind of followed what he was doing. It turned out he was just degenning the money into a lot of, meme coins and stuff that had no value. And he was mad that we booted him from the team, kicked him off the admin group. He was making up a lot of stuff about, I got you guys all these exchange listings coming, Binance, KuCoin, all this stuff that was never actually real. And, it was kind of one of the craziest liars I've ever seen in my life. So, he did get kicked from the team.
So again, people elaborating the truth, trying to throw shade on CIA. Nothing stopping the movement at all, because the movement is still going to the moon, right?
The movement's there. Listen, if Brent Oxley, I'm just going to say his name, I don't even care, a billionaire, trust me, calls me, he's seen the shade that's thrown my way. He had his own shade thrown his way in the past. It's just what happens when anything successful comes into an arena where most of every project fails. People are mad I didn't tell them to be part of it. They throw shade my way. Yeah. People are mad that they sold too early. They're going to FUD it. It's the way the world works.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that, Roger, when we get into this space, right, we do have a lot of people, man, who they will begin to throw the shade away, or there are some people who are sitting on the fence. Lambo always talks about it, and I've adopted this saying on the Leverage Show. Y'all make sure y'all retweet this out there in the chats. My job is to get you from on the fence to on the field, right? That is our job. What would you say, man, for those who are out there who are sitting on the fence? They like, man, Lambo, we've seen CIA all week long. We've seen all the great people. We're really on the fence on whether we should buy or not. What do you say to those people to get them from the fence to the field? Put them in play, Roger.
First of all, I'm grabbing their hand. I'm pulling them over, man. That's number one. But the reason you want to play for this, for this team, and the community really is the full team. Everyone involved in this is working for their bags. Where else in the world or in any other project do you have a group chat full of the first 70 people that bought in? They can't sell. And every single day they are working for your bags. Every single day we are working for your bags. The team's working for your bags. None of this is paid. None of this is paid. So we need this to succeed for any of us to get anything greater benefit from this project. We have to literally make this succeed. So when we are talking about getting these exchange listings, MEXC, number 6 or 7 in volume yesterday in the world. Oh, I just said the exchange listing. It's, we're getting listed on MEXC exchange next week. There's millions and millions of users on there that are about to be exposed to the first crypto in the world with a multi-million-dollar domain. When they see MEXC tweet, go check out CIA.com, with like the ghost face, like they actually have that domain. Everybody in crypto is going to go crazy. Like that's going to be the start. There's an exponential curve of the social media effect and of something going viral. When something goes viral, it doesn't just, linearly keep slowly climbing up.
Mhm.
It's slow, and then it hits that tipping point and it goes through that exponential, rocket per se. We are almost at that tipping point, or we are on it. I could wake up tomorrow and see, news articles everywhere from, Cointelegraph and all these major news sites. I could wake up tomorrow and not be surprised to see all those sites saying this coin really, partnered with the founder of HostGator and got CIA.com and are using it as a crypto project where you get emails. And that would go viral. Out of all the opportunities in crypto for a project to go viral, this is it. And nothing would surprise me when I wake up and turn over on my bed and I wake up in the morning. Nothing would surprise me to see that day, this thing's at, a $5 billion market cap or something crazy, because somebody big's like, holy crap, these people have the CIA.com domain and you can get emails, by buying the token, and it's a meme coin. By the law of meme coins, there's technically no cap as to how high it can go. Obviously we're a meme coin with utility. So we mix the best of both worlds, the hype and the utility. And, most projects, you do not get anything tangible with the purchase of that coin. You usually just get the coin and you really can't do anything with it. Yeah. From week number 2 of this project, we have had something tangible. We've had the emails, but combine that with the fact that, we have the CIA.com domain. When I buy stuff that I think is high reward, but also, somewhat high risk, I buy things that I think can go viral. Because if it can go viral on Twitters, the Instagrams, the TikToks, that all calculates to be buy pressure. And this project, out of anything out there in the market, has a bigger chance at going viral, a bigger chance for me to wake up one day and see this on the news, a bigger chance of me to wake up and see friends on my Facebook talking about CIA.com.
Yeah.
That's why you need to go into this now.
Lambo Bell in full salute going in, man. I mean, Roger is killing it. That's why we call him Roaring Roger, man, out here. See,
I'm just telling the truth.
I think that, and listen, there ain't no shade in telling the truth. There ain't no hate in telling the truth. I'm telling y'all what I know. You just dropped some big news, and I see people are putting it in the chats right now. Like they're putting it in the chats. What you just dropped. Now, was this the big announcement that everybody was talking about, man?
Yes, I mean,
did you just spill it out? Because he just dropped the big announcement. Now, how did you guys get to this part of dropping this big announcement and collabing with something so huge like this?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working up to our next exchange listing for a while. Last night we made an executive decision as a team. We need a catalyst going into next week.
Yeah.
The market's moving. We got to be part of that movement. So, we acquired the capital from our project to make sure that we ensure that everybody in this project has a catalyst going into next week. So we purchased, we sold the tokens we needed to sell to pay for it. And by the way, we got this basically 50% off because I use my LinkedIn network, and I'm friends with the CEO of xt.com, which is another exchange. And this is how good of a guy this guy is. His name's Weber Wu. Instead of us listing directly on his exchange, he actually wanted us to list on MEXC first because they bring, a little bit more volume, and he think it would be better for the project. He put me in contact with the head of their listing team. And normally where you pay, a $40,000 listing fee, and then you pay this much in market making, we only had to pay a $10,000 listing fee and $30,000 in market making. And so we got an incredible deal on this, thanks to, just working my connections. So that's, the first of many. We're also going to be, I'll just say it, we're also going to be listed on xt.com next. And he's going to be the first exchange to partner with us in adding additional utility to the email. Basically, you sign up to the xt.com exchange and you get X, Y, and Z for doing it. So we're working out the details of that partnership, but he's going to be the first exchange to where if you sign up for his exchange with the CIA email, you get an additional benefit to doing it. And that's kind of our long-term goal, is to eventually partner with all the exchanges. If you think about it, in the longevity of success in this project, every crypto website that you go to, you have to sign up with an email still.
Yeah.
You still have to sign up with an email. They still have that Web 2 functionality. We're the only Web 3 project offering a customized and exclusive Web 2 email. So in the future, we'll have the biggest database of emails that are all crypto people. That's going to be valuable to the exchanges in the future. So it's an additional thing to think about.
Roger, you gotta hold on. Does this ever blow your mind of being able to have the connections like this to be able to make moves for the community, like you're making moves for this community like this?
That's why they give me so much love, man. That's why I'm so excited to work with them, because they give me my flowers and I don't expect it. I'm here to work and make this successful just as much as they are. They're reaching out and doing what they can to bring in more buyers too. The longevity and success of this project is a combination of all of us, and all of us make it successful. So,
hey, I love this comment. Shout out to Crypto Rehab. Roger is well connected. Don't fade the roaring, Roger, baby.
I love it.
You love it, man. Bruce, shout out to Bruce. I see you, man.
Let's go, Bruce. I think Bruce is releasing his song today.
That's what I was hearing from the show last night, right?
Yup, a song and music video. I can't say if it's for sure today, but he said it last night that it's today.
All right, Bruce, we're on the lookout for that song, Bruce. So make sure you bring the heat and stuff like that, man, because definitely the CIA community, man, and all of us, the Leverage Show family and everybody, we can't wait to hear it, man. You better drop it, dude. Yeah. with this. Now, listen, I want to shift gears just for quite some time, just a little moment, right? Because we see all of this success. We see all of these great things that are happening, and we see that the movement is happening so big. Was there ever a time, though, Roger, in your life, man, where things wasn't going to this place before you started seeing all of this big stuff take off and get the great connections? And could you talk to us about some of those times, or a time that was kind of difficult, and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, so honestly, let's turn back the clock a little bit, back to my blockchain project. And I'm open about, this being one of the losers.
Yeah.
It was massively successful. And this was in the bear market. We had all the right things working for us, other than the fact we did not know who our whales were. This project it was called Proof of Memes. It was a blockchain specifically designed for memes, which if it was around right now, the biggest meta in the space right now are blockchain founders supporting meme coins. And that is where the degens go. They go to the chains where the founders are supporting meme coins. I don't know why it is that way, but Proof of Memes, looking at it, and I still talk about it every once in a while, would have been positioned perfectly in this meme coin market right now.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest issue with what happened with that project, it went to 350 mil. All the FTX stuff happened, and people were just trying to take every penny they could from the market as fast as they could. And all of a sudden, we're looking at something that was so massively successful being sold down by, evidently, these whales that nobody knew.
Yeah.
Eventually, what happened, the treasury is the backbone behind the project. Yeah. That is what we can sell from to pay for more exchange listings. It only ever got on 2 exchanges. And eventually, the market got so bad, ETH went under 1,000. Everybody in my position, their projects were just kind of hitting the tombstone.
Yeah.
So that project, basically it got shut down. And from there, it was like, how do you bounce back from that? Because that project had, between the exchange and the amount of people on MetaMask that held it, probably over 10,000 holders. So it is my long-term goal to get that project eventually back and running, but I'm not dumb. You need a lot of money to keep a blockchain online. I wouldn't even consider relaunching it unless I had, millions of dollars, to be honest with you. So today, from that point forward, it was just impossible to find the perfect project that will actually succeed in between a bear market and a bull market. So it was just like, everything was miss. Nothing really, you can't really launch a startup in a bear market. Nobody's out giving capital. Nobody wants to get rid of their capital. Nobody wants to take a risk. It's just unfortunate that monkey see, monkey do. That's the time where people accumulate things that, maybe aren't so high cost. So, fast forward to where we are today. You know, after learning, you know, and a lot of these people in here in this chat, you know, they followed me since day one. They followed my projects because they know no matter what, I'm going to give it my all. I'm not one of those developers that gives up no matter what. So fast forward to where we are today. We created a custom Solidity contract that allows you to control who gets the supply on day one, and allows us to prevent them from being able to destroy even the most amazing project. I always like to think of it like this. If Jeff Bezos had launched his e-commerce store on Uniswap as a token, it is highly likely it would have failed, because people in crypto would have seen a 10x, a 20x, or a 50x and just dumped it and removed his ability to take advantage of the capital that is in his liquidity pool. And it's very unfortunate. So retail, you know, only when retail gets together and decides to hold, do these projects work? Because at the end of the day, you know, if like that, and that's how we ended up where we are. We had to get control of retail. The greatest thing about in the world about crypto is that retail gets to dump on institutional investors. But if retail never gets to the point where they're listed on Binance or Coinbase, you know, then you never get to dump on the institutional investors. If up until that point, it's just retail dumping on retail. And that's no good. That's what kills projects. Majority of projects die in this space because retail forgets that if they hold together and win together, then they get to dump on the institutions. But we've come to a point where everybody, you know, has sniping bots and all these set tools to better compete amongst each other. So for the first time in my life, in months, in years, since I've been in this space, we created a system where we ensure our retail holds and works together. Is not player versus player, but us against the world. And we, too, will be a project that gets to dump on institutional investors.
Shout out to you for that. Shout out to you. This is, and I mean, he just bringing the heat, y'all. Y'all better put it in the chat. Roger is bringing the heat today and really giving some amazing game and clear cut passage of what's going on, man. I'm loving this, man. You know, I want to talk about this. You know, when we talk about you holding and you guys having that position, right, of the blacklist and everything else, right, and blacklisting, whitelisting things, and you guys are holding those wallets, right? I've seen sometimes where I've heard in the past where that did actually work out quite well for some projects. Could you go into reasons why that made it didn't work out for those projects? And some people thought, hey, my money is safe. I'm doing this. I'm putting it aside. We're holding it for liquidity, and why it didn't work.
So let me tell you why it would work and why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted to borrow my founding father group, you know, the group of 50 people that got in on the ground floor and got blacklisted. If somebody wanted to borrow them for their own project, you need to have a lot of trust in the person that is in control of that contract. Because if they have any negative qualities or they're in it for themselves, they'll just blacklist everybody and, you know, leave them there. It took years. Maybe I'm one of few people in this space that has enough trust with enough people to actually be able to do it this way. So, I mean, it just takes so much trust to be able to move forward with the project and have that type of function in the contract. And just so people know, we're not the only project that has this function. A lot of them do, but a lot of them, you know, actually, I'll get to this in a second. USDT has that function. If you're doing bad things and you get caught with that USDT, you know, they usually blacklist your wallet. You can no longer move it. They remint it and it's back in the market, but not in your hands. So there's a lot of crypto projects that have that function for other reasons. You know, it's also good in the event that somebody gets hacked. We can blacklist that wallet so that way that person doesn't get away with their token. So there are a lot of good things, but a project could fail with that function if people don't know who the team is and they leave it open. That would be the number one reason that function would fail. But I will say this, our goal is to get to the point where we no longer need that function. You know, we can technically renounce the contract and unblacklist everybody's wallets and remove that function.
Wow.
But
okay,
that we have to get to the point where everybody in that founding father group trusts each other.
Yeah.
Over time, you can tell which people in there are, a little mad that, that maybe they can't dump 50 grand on the chart right now or whatever. You can start to see, the good eggs and the bad eggs. Majority are good people, good eggs. But we've come to learn that, we as a group, there can be a lot of tension. Maybe we don't 100% trust each other. So that's where it came in handy to protect ourselves from each other.
Yeah.
So now everybody's holding, when it gets to, 100 million, a custom D app will be launched that allows them to basically transfer to the specialized contract and then be able to sell. But in the future, I can't put a timeline on this. Maybe it's 6 months from now. Maybe it's 2 years from now. I would like to be able to go through, unblacklist everybody, let them sell whatever they want because we have that much volume coming into the project, and then, renounce the contract. When you renounce the contract, it means you can no longer interact with the functions of that contract. And one of those functions that you could no longer interact with would be blacklist. So the ultimate goal is total decentralization of the project, removing me from having any control of it, Joe or Yasuki from having any control of it. But right now, we're in an infant stage. We can't let people hurt the embryo. We need to let this thing crack and grow and hit these marks and get 100 million in volume in 1 week and get listed on all these exchanges. We're not going to let one person, one bad egg, ruin it for us. And that's how we got, that's how this contract works with that function. And maybe, like I said, I'm one of the few people in DeFi that could get away with using it.
Shout out for that answer, man, Raj. Thank you for that, dude. Because that's huge, especially with people who are out there. And for those and everything who don't know this, you may not know this fun fact about Lambo. Lambo, what I do in my business, I go get people money. I go get personal funding, business funding, credit repair, all of that good stuff, man. We have all of those actions. So if you're looking to get a little bit more capital to put in, come holler at Lambo. I got you covered and everything, man, to get you some money so you can go pull in to CIA.com, baby. Up, man.
Let's go.
Let's go. So we're excited about these type of strategies. And Roger, to hear why you guys are going this approach rather than some other traditional approaches that people are going to in crypto, because people really want to have that safety of really moving forward, but really want to hear from the developer's mouth themselves. Why do we have this in place? Oh, okay, now he answered that. Okay, now I understand this.
Yeah.
Now they can move forward and stuff in this area. Now, for those who are out there, right, and they're saying to themselves, Roger, that, hey, man, I really would love to really take a huge dive into this. I really want to come into this heavy. I really want to come into this at 10, 20, 30, 50K, 100K, 200K, 500K, 1 million. What would you tell them out there that this project and the projection in the next 6 months to a year could actually help change so many countless of people's lives around them?
Well, I'll tell them this. Within 6 months, our ultimate goal is to have 250,000, email subscribers. Within 6 months, our ultimate goal is to be on, 6 to 10 different exchanges. Within 6 months, our ultimate goal is to have 10,000 holders. If you are going in heavy and you do it right now, you are buying in on what I consider the ground floor. Why? Because majority of the supply is locked up. If you go in that heavy, none of our founding fathers will be able to dump on you. They are here to be responsibly along for the ride, basically permanently. If you go into any other project in this arena, in DeFi, with a huge buy, you'll instantly see anybody that bought in on day one start selling on you. In this project, it won't happen. In this project, you are protected by the code, the solidity contract. In this project, you are protected by the longevity. And what do I mean by that? In this project, if you go in big, you're betting on the fact that more people will buy emails. Those emails are providing utility for the long term and for the users of this project. Between Discord access, a custom crypto wallet development, a custom platform for developers to showcase their projects. And, thousands of projects launch weekly. Every one of those projects is going to want to be showcased on our platform. To showcase that project on our platform, you need to buy an email. So there's enough tangible items there for you to go ahead and make that leap. But on top of that, there is a safe enough smart contract on the Ethereum network to protect, your liquidity going into our project. And there's a long-term vision for everybody that's involved with this, that we are not here for 100 million. We are here for, to see how far it can go. How many email users can we get? In a world of 8 billion people, I think there are 10 million people that will desire a custom email. And even if we get 1/10 of that, this is still going to be a multi-billion-dollar project.
People who sit back up in here and they heard you just say that, just inhaled all of that in. Let's go ahead and give a 10-second moment of silence for Roger and inhale all what he just said in. To all the big investors. All right, that's enough time. That's enough time. Shout out to you, Raj. Oh my gosh. Listen to me. If this right here has not convinced you that this is the move that you should be making, I don't know what else will. I don't know if Roger's going to have to go ahead and do TikTok videos with a full caption, and do cartwheels or backflips. I don't know what it's going to take to convince you that CIA is here to stay, but CIA is here to help change and evolutionize the way that we do business today. Not tomorrow, today. This is the culture and the community that we need to be attached to and are moving forward if we truly, really want to make that next leap into this crypto space, right? Yeah. And I look at CIA.com and I say, man, dude, this community is just one of those communities that when people really get a hold of, when it really sees its fullest potential and at its fullest height, it's going to the next level and it's not stopping. You want to be a part of that. CIA.com today. Go get signed up. Go invest today. Everything is right there on the sites. Roger, if somebody needs help, are y'all willing to help assist them, onboard them, or whatever the case may be? They need to make purchases. And for those with the large purchases, can they reach out to you or reach out to somebody in your team?
100%. Come to our Telegram, message us on Twitter, message us however, go right to our website. All of our links are there, CIA.com. If you're looking to contact us, start there. Or just email me, Roger at CIA.com. I'll give you my personal email. It's pretty easy to remember.
Roger and I got it on the screen, CIA.com, man. You guys can go there. And then Roger said his email is at Roger@CIA.com. I mean, it don't get any.
That's what's so crazy about this project, right? Anybody I tell them, the first reaction is us, CIA.com.
Yeah.
It's so easy to remember. It's such great branding. Any project out there in this world would be jealous of this branding.
Well, they're jealous of the branding, and we're definitely pumping it up. It's on the screen, you guys. CIA.com. You don't want to miss it. Pedro asks, is there any plans about decentralizing ownership of the mail?
I guess define mail. By mail, do you mean the domain? Because the domain controls the entities that allow us to, or the cPanel that allows us to register the email addresses. As for decentralizing the ownership of that, that would require us somehow decentralizing, the entity under which it's registered or the name or person or whatever that it's registered under. So it's very possible, yes, but it wouldn't be for 6 months to a year from now. But yes, I've thought about that myself. Do we want to decentralize and make sure that this project and its community always owns the domain? Let's talk about that. Or, let's not say 6 months to a year. Let's say at, a $500 million market cap. That discussion will definitely be in place because the domain is the entity that makes all of this valuable. So, of course, we want to decentralize that.
Awesome. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's decentralize that, man. All right. So, Raj, we come to the end of this show, man, and we said that we want to do a giveaway right out here. So Lambo loves to do giveaways on the Leverage Show, right? And I want to go on ahead and give the rules to this game. Some of y'all are getting ready to go ahead and win some hard-earned cash. If you guys don't know, This is Lambo's birthday, yeah, but I'm giving you guys me and Roger both, right? This is on behalf of CIA. So you guys are getting ready to win a little prize money. So make sure you guys are definitely tapped into the broadcast. And again, at the end of it, I'm going to give you guys, all winners, an actual number to reach out to, and we're going to make sure it's validated. Roger will fact check everybody before the prizes are distributed. But Roger's going to ask you guys 4 questions, right? 4 questions. I want you to answer it in the chat. First ones to go ahead and answer it. Everything's going to be on the screen. Answer it in the chat, and Roger will pick the winners of all 4 of those questions. So, Roger, without further ado, the game time is on. So, CIA community, y'all get ready, because it's time for y'all to win a little cash out here today. Go ahead, Roger. Take it away.
All right. What was the original ticker of the CIA project? Okay. Pedro got it.
Pedro got it. Shout out to you, Pedro. Pedro was the first one. Pedro, you are number 1. So make sure that we're definitely keeping this in here, man. And shout out to all the other contestants on here. They're coming in and stuff like that. Really big. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. Y'all got to be quick on the draw. Y'all Twitter fingers gotta be on point, man. So make sure you guys are out here with this. Shout out to everybody, man. Who definitely. Pedro, you got the first win. So definitely it is on. All right. Number 2. He's getting ready to load up. Y'all guys get ready. Go.
What exchange are we listing on Thursday of next week? All right. Somebody got it first.
All right. Hood Halal. Hood Halal. That's who it was. That's who was the first one on our screens who came in first, right? Was that right?
Yep.
And then everybody else out. So Hood Halal, you are our second winner. Pedro, you got first. Hood Halal, you are our second winner, man. Oh, I love this. I love this. I mean, chats are coming in, man. I love when we have a community that listens. You know, they are they're on it and stuff like that, man. So, all right. So, Pedro, you got first. Hood Halal, you got second. And guess what? We got 2 more chances. So, you guys, y'all need to take a 10-second breather. Take a 10-second breather because he's getting ready to go on ahead and do his thing. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. All right. So I see them all in the chats. They all going in, man. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. All right. So you ready? Number 3.
I'm ready.
Go ahead. Take it away.
Let's go. How much does a CIA email cost when you first go to register it? Oh, no, Pedro, that's the wrong value. Same winner. Unless you want to go with the next person in line.
Yeah, we want to go to the next person in line?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Hood Halal won first. Okay, so Hood, because you won, we can't have too many winners at one time. So we give it to the next one. The next one is, who is that? Jonathan Palmali? Is that it?
Jonathan Palmy, yeah.
Jonathan Palmy. Okay. Jonathan Palmy, you are our 3rd winner. You are our 3rd winner, Jonathan Palmy. Shout out to everybody else, though. I see y'all in the chats. Y'all are coming in strong. Y'all definitely got to go ahead and got to be faster than that. You know, it's almost like the little commercial with the fisherman and the dollar. Remember
you got to be faster than that.
Yeah. But shout out to everybody. I mean, everybody. I love it. The chats are playing. I definitely love this, love this, love this, love this, love this, man. Look at this. This is beautiful, man. So that's fair. We are all a community.
Awesome. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you for that. You already know. Appreciate you. Joe Nate, did we get it right? Jonathan? Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know how else you'd pronounce it.
I don't even know. I'm in there like, okay, well, you know, misunderstood the question. It's all good, Pedro. Don't worry about it. You won anyway. So you good. Hood Halal is good. And Jonathan is the 3rd one on there who is good. All right, listen. This is our last question, y'all. This is our last question. So y'all definitely got to be quick to the draw. Roger, give them something good. Make sure it's a strong one. Go ahead and take it away.
What does the CIA ticker stand for? Eric S.
Eric S., you won, man.
Congrats, Eric.
Congrats, Eric S. Congrats, Eric S. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Love the energy. Listen, those 4 winners. And Joe Nathan said Jonathan is good. Yeah, Jonathan's good. So we're going to call you Jonathan, man. So shout out to you guys, man. Eric S., Jonathan, Pedro, and Hood Halal. All of y'all are full winners, full winners. I want y'all to personally DM my guy Roger and the team. Yes. And then he will forward it back to me. He's definitely going to go ahead, and that way we can get this right, and then forward it back to Lambo, and we will get your cash prizes out, whether Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, doesn't matter, whatever you need. We will get this out to you. You guys are all prize winners right here on The Leverage Show. And thank y'all for coming celebrate Lambo's birthday with me, and Roger being able to really celebrate Lambo's birthday with me the right way. The CIA style, baby. Thank the entire community, man. Roger, is there any last thing you would love to tell the people out there before we leave off of this show today?
Yeah, the market's going to keep going. I mean, it's insanely strong right now. You know, you got the ETFs, you got all this institutional money packing in. Pick the projects that are going to be here 6 months from now. CIA.com has been around for decades. CIA.com will be around for decades moving forward. Pick the projects that are going to still be here. Pick the projects that think forward. You know, pick the projects that understand what's going to make them succeed long term. You know, be careful what you invest in, but always pick winning teams, winning projects, and go out there and get some wins.
Spoken like a real founder, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. Roger, we appreciate you, man, because you have brought so much great wisdom, and what a way to cap off a great week of CIA week here on The Leverage Show. Shout out to the CIA community, man. You guys came out here and really showed out, showed all the love and the chance. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everybody who's wishing me all the best for my birthday, man. Yes, MESXMAXC next week. Y'all be sure you guys are on the lookout for that, man, because it's definitely on. All the best, man. But appreciate you guys. Y'all are truly have made, man, my week here on The Leverage Show, man. And definitely, I know you guys have definitely made my guy Roger's week, Joe's week, as well as Mike's week, man. Truly appreciate each and every single one of y'all, man, for coming out. Thank y'all so much for all of these birthday wishes, birthday blessings. I truly appreciate that. CIA all the way up. Again, all of those 4 winners, make sure you reach out to Roger, and he's going to fact check it to make sure that he knows who is who, and we will get your prize cash money to you guys. So, yeah, I ain't talking about the $5 either. So, yeah, we ain't giving you that. We giving you something you go buy lunch with or something like that. You got some gas in your car. You go buy some gas in your car. So we are excited that you guys to stop to come in here and play, but to help support Roger and help show the community of the vision that the founder, that Roger is actually out here doing and really taking this thing to the next level. We could not go on ahead and do it without you guys. And Roger stated that earlier. We can't do it without you guys. So shout out to the community and everything, Raj. Right, Raj? Did we have fun today, Roy and Raj?
Oh, yeah. We had a lot of fun today. Happy birthday, Lambo. And again, thanks for having us here. Thanks for having us here all week. We're blessed to, be given that opportunity. And we'll be keeping you in the loop. It's about to get crazy.
Oh, you already know. Y'all are already in the loop with Lambo. Don't worry about it. This is the first of many. Y'all will be back on the show, so don't even worry about all of this. I have officially adopted the CIA family, man, right here on The Leverage Show. So definitely, you want a seat to pull up and we want to talk about some things. Oh, y'all will be back on The Leverage Show, baby. Shout out to you guys, man, for that, man, and making that possible. Listen, Me and Roger, we are not out of information, but we are out of time today. I think that we got so much of value out of this particular broadcast today, and really being able to hear a bird's eye view of this awesome founder and this awesome visionary, my guy Roger, of being able to show you guys why they call him Roaring Roger. Me love 111, baby. You have seen it today on The Leverage Show. Listen, everybody have an amazing, great week. Make sure you are in the chats. This buy button is getting ready to go through the roof for CIA. So you want to be a part of it. You want to get to that website, CIA.com today, and go purchase your stock. I mean, because that's what it is. It's the real stock that's really going on. But for those big investors who want to come and bid, reach out to my guy Roger personally at roger@cia.com. Roger@cia.com. And he will help onboard you and help onboard all your hundreds of thousands and millions and billions.
I'll take Zoom calls. I'll do whatever is necessary, because
Zoom calls. You heard what he said.
Personal touch.
You heard what he said. He will take Zoom calls. Email him at roger@cia.com. And I'm telling you what, he will definitely help guide you, him and his team, to make sure you guys have massive success. Listen, again, we had an amazing, great time. Shout out to all the contestants, all the people who played, all the people who were just on for support, all the winners, and everybody else who definitely tapped in this week. We love you guys. Me and Roger are here for you guys and can't wait to take this thing to the billions. Again, y'all be out on the lookout for Bruce's record, right? Today. Hopefully it'll be out today, and we can go on ahead, man, and show some great music. Listen, it's been your boy Lambo Drew, man, and I had my very special guest, Roaring Roger, a.k.a. Mean Love, from CIA.com, right here on The Leverage Show this Finance Friday. We love you guys. We thank you guys, and we will see y'all next time right back here on The Leverage Show, Tuesday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, Fridays at 12 noon Eastern. Your boy Lambo Drew, your boy Roaring Roger. We out of here. Later.
Have a good one.